Welcome, global family. I greet you all with warm greetings of aloha, talofa. I am Laura Sa Pele Lafoia Ava, the current chair and executive producer of Peace Sunday. I first want to begin by honoring my ancestors of the beautiful Pacific Islands of Samoa and Hawaii, as well as the United States of America, where I live. I also want to honor and thank the stewards of the lands that I live upon in Southern California. The stewards are the Ahashimen and Tongva nations. My power of one is one power source. That is the Creator, our Divine Father and Mother as one. In the Pacific Islands, they're known as Leatua Keakua. All participants in today's Peace Sunday program will begin by lighting their candle to share our sacred fire from within and allowing it to shine forth into the world to illuminate this time right now of darkness and despair and fill it with more love, light, and hope. Everyone will share their power of one. What are they most passionate about? And also they will be able to offer a song, a prayer, or a powerful message to our global family to unite us as one. Our theme is the power of one. One dream, one hope, one humanity, one world. Individually, we are one drop. In oneness, we are the ocean. On behalf of our three nonprofit organizations based here in the United States, known as Unity and Diversity World Council, One Global Family Alliances, and the International Council's Circles and Congress of Women and Youth, I would like to express our deepest gratitude and acknowledge our amazing alliance partners such as the United Religions Initiative and its cooperation circles. There are over 1,000 CCs worldwide. The Parliament of the World's Religions, which is the oldest interfaith movement, birthed on September 11th, 1893. Want to thank Unity Earth and World Unity Week, Sign Network, the Jerusalem Prayer Project, Videocratic Media, Public Watchdogs, the Riverside in Peace with Justice Project, One Humanity Institute, the Orange County Interfaith Network, Vedanta International Cultural Center, the Giborg Center, and so many more. I also want to thank my inspiring team of producers for Peace Sunday and co-producers for their dedication and support of our grassroots peace movement called the Rainbow Alliances. We are all coming together and joining forces to make a collaborative impact for worldwide unity and peace. Today, we are so excited to weave together beautiful, heartfelt offerings of love and light with our beloved community of global Indigenous grandmothers and elders, interfaith leaders and sacred activists, artists and singers, all uniting in the spirit of oneness to celebrate and honor the 40th anniversary of the two historic 1982 nuclear freeze events. Peace Sunday, which was held at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, with 100,000 activists, and the 1 million rally in New York City a week later on June 12th. We are uniting in the sacred call to action for immediate peace, healing, respect, reconciliation, restoration, to nurture, protect, and honor all life. Think of today's Peace Sunday program as a worldwide candlelight vigil and celebration of life. A worldwide candlelight vigil and celebration of life. Let us take a deep breath together. Let us pause and sit in stillness and silence to be guided by the Divine Spirit, the Spirit that unites and binds us all together as one. the breath of life that we share, the waters that we are birthed in, that we survive in. Water is life. Water is a magnifier and conductor, and it is the life-giving element, as well as air, earth, fire. We are honoring our Creator, Divine Mother and Father as one. We are honoring our Mother Earth and all our ancestors. We have lost countless lives, countless loved ones in these past 2 years of the pandemic. We have lost so many in senseless wars, attacks, human trafficking, climate disasters, and simply life in general. We are also honoring the living and future generations to come. All are sacred in this miraculous web of life. Join us often for our ongoing candlelight vigils and celebrations of life being held online, and soon we will be back in the Rose Bowl in Southern California and other stadiums and sacred sites near you. By the 45th anniversary of Feast Sunday and the 1 Million Rally, we hope to have simultaneous events happening worldwide. Enjoy our program, fall in love with our elders and our global family, our Ohana, our Aina. Diversity is beautiful and divine. Aloha, aloha.
My grandfather named me Takaya. It means special waters. I speak for the spirit of water and those who have no voice. I speak for the children that are inheriting this planet. Throughout history, people of all races, religions, and ways of life have honored their sacred connection to water. I can see clearly, through the sentimental veil of childhood memories, the voices of my elders that taught me about the water as a sacred being. And today, this relationship has been forgotten. Water. It is the foundation of life itself. As it flows through the rivers and streams, it flows through each and every one of us. It hurts me to see how our water is suffering. And I hear Mother Earth crying out, and I know that I am not alone. Unsafe water kills more people than war. Life is not possible without water. Water gives life to all of us. I am here to tell you not to forget that the human race is a dynamic of diversity. And in the end, it does not matter who you are, your race, religion, or wealth, for we all drink from the same worldwide well. There is a beauty in every drop of water, and when water flows together, it is powerful, capable of creating amazing change. We are water, and together we create change. On March 22nd, World Water Day, we unify at 3 p.m. your local time, creating a wave of global synchronized prayer, traveling around the world to heal the waters and restore their purity. Pray for solutions, pray for clean water, for new ideas, for joy, for hope. Pray to heal the pollution in the water, pray to heal the radiation in the water, and pray for those willing to help, for those taking action. And pray in thanks and gratitude for all that water gives us, and for whatever water means to you. Be a part of this global wave. On March 22nd, we launch a year-long campaign of action. Together, we can restore our sacred waters. We are protected by water in our mother's womb, and now it is our turn to protect and love the water of our Mother Earth. Thank you.
miracle. Spirit of the ghost dance. Light up this prayer grass in my hand. Take it to the most high. Yeah. We need a blessing tonight. Stand by our side as we fight. Screaming out, water is life, a miracle. Spirit of the ghost dance. Light up this prayer grass in my hand. Take it to the most high. Yeah. We need a blessing tonight. Stand by our side as we fight. Screaming out, water is life.
Hey yo, all around the world, my sisters and my brothers hurt. So I start this hurt with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. I say a prayer and put it down for what it's worth. For those who oppose and only see color first. For my two sons, my daughter and wife, and the father of lights, I started the fight. Started in mics, ready to die like a martyr tonight. With my fist in the sky, saying water is life. And yo, it takes a nation of millions to hold us back. This is treaty land, we see these scams. Hey yo, we know the facts. Evil collapses and cowers in fear. The hour is near, let the world unite with the power of prayer. Yeah, my family rise, defy gravity. We gon' keep on rhyming and climbing and shine happily. A masterpiece, with my whole body glistening. Hey yo, we still here, is there anybody listening? From Flint, Michigan, to my Egyptian friends, Minnesota, all around the world, are you listening?
We need a miracle. Spirit of the ghost saints. Light up this prayer that's in my hand. Take it to the most high. Yeah. We need a blessing tonight. Stand by our side as we fight. Screaming out, water is life, a miracle. Spirit of the ghost saints. Light up this prayer that's in my hand. Take it to the most high. Yeah. We need a blessing tonight. Stand by our side as we fight. Screaming out, water is life. Walking thonker, we in the valley of the beast with these wicked monsters. When we trying to keep it peace, and they take us under. Is it better or Beretta underneath my bomber? We was pleading to the governors, then the Obamas. We ain't even wanna lie, just some clean water, just a little bit of life for our sons and daughters. If a penny for your thoughts, then I'm throwing quarters. Cause they never think about all the people poorer. Only rich and the white get the right to water. If we photo, if we fight, we becoming martyrs. Throwing federal charges and Lakota lawyers. I salute the true courage of our red warriors. Against our laws, my people pushing forward. Wish we had them at the pilgrims at the border. With a travel ban, pushed them back into the water. Put a sign up on the rock saying don't lauder. Or maybe a tall wall would have been in order. Cause we gave them liberty and they gave us slaughter. No land of the free for my forefathers. Now we're praying for miracles with tobacco offers. To a power that's higher than any man-made office. As the prophecy unfolds, there's no wins and losses. God trumps all self-proclaiming bosses. In the end, when they squandered all the earth's resources, they will learn that their children cannot eat their coffers. We need a miracle. Spirit of the ghost saints. Light up this prayer grass in my hand. Take it to the most high. Yeah. We need a blessing tonight. Stand by our side as we fight. Screaming out, water is life, a miracle. Spirit of the ghost saints. Light up this prayer grass in my hand. Take it to the most high. Yeah. We need a blessing tonight. Stand by our side as we fight. Screaming out, water is life. Water is life. Water is life. Water is life. Oh.
ومتسمها باجاج كذيك أبكيك. Wakiwa, give thanks to you here again for this time, this moment, this day. Giving thanks to you again for all of your divine creations, the water, the air, the fire, the earth, all these things that give us our life. We give thanks to you for it. Giving thanks to you again here for this divine creation of yours as Holy Mother Water. Throughout this sacred Mother Earth that we make our home on, there are water bodies, there are water spirits that you put here for us, that you created this element so that we could have life. And you even gave us a special place in our wombs as women to be able to have this holy water within us as we carry babies so that they could grow and develop, just like the seeds of the plants, using this holy water that we carry within us, so that in time to come, why each one of us, we lived inside of water. And when it was time for us to come into the world, the water came out before us. This first foundation of life that you blessed us with. And we followed it into this world. And ever since then, we have been relying on this Holy Mother Water for our life. We make our relationship with it through the waters that come into our homes that we use in our everyday life. We see the beauty of your creation in the rivers, lakes, and streams. We understand that there is water within our mother through the underground rivers, lakes, and streams, and the aquifers that we rely on for us to continue to live in this world. So we give thanks to you for it, giving thanks to you for all of the beautiful blessings that you've given to us. There are times, there are moments, even in hardship, in sickness, when we say a prayer and then we drink this water, this Holy Mother Water. We partake of it. It goes within us and touches every bit of our being, that it cleanses, it purifies us, it washes away sickness, ailments about us and our bodies. We're able to use it that way, and you help us that way through this divine creation. When we call upon it and we ask for the blessing of life from it, when we call upon it and we give thanks to you for it, and we give thanks to her for it, so that we might be able to have life, so that we might be able to continue to experience this beautiful, beautiful presence here of life here on our sacred Mother Earth. So you might look down upon us and bless us, each and every one of us that have joined together here, as well as all of our loved ones, wherever they're at, whatever they're doing. You might touch on things, especially our elders that might be away from home in nursing homes. Someone might give them a glass of water for them to drink. And in that way, they experience the kindness of this beautiful creation. It might touch them and uplift them. They might have a good day. They might feel good. Likewise, too, for all of the unborn, the ones that are living inside water at this time, the mothers that are carrying them, you might bless them too. Give them a good life. These newborns that are coming into this world at this time, this moment. And then all of our children throughout the world, the ones that are experiencing the hardship of being thirsty, not having clean water, not having water. Some might walk miles to get their drinking water for the day, and they may not find water. But we want you to look down upon them and provide it to them. our relatives are people who have their gardens that depend on you, Holy Mother Water. They depend on you to come and bring your rains and refill the aquifers and the rivers, lakes, and streams so that they could have their water to grow their crops, their gardens for food. You might bless it for them. And then too, here again, all of our relatives are the four-legged, the winged, the water life, all of the animal life that we do not even see or we don't know about, but they exist. They depend on you, Holy Mother Water, so you might bless them too. And likewise too, here again, wherever there's a prayer being made, an acknowledgement of this Holy Mother Water, you might recognize it and bless those prayers. Wherever there's a ceremony, an offering, a song, a dance being made, acknowledging, you might recognize it. So I'm grateful for you at this time that I could say these few words and ask you could forgive me for my shortcomings. If I've offended you in any way, I ask you for forgiveness. You know the love I have for you. You know how I stand before you in a humble way, and ask again that you might recognize me here this time. For all my relations, I say this to you. Esquili, 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 esquili. This is a Lakota song, and it's water is life, giving thanks for it. Wopila tonka, Wopila tonka, mini wichoni, hey nay, Wopila tonka, mini wichoni, hey nay, wani wachi yellow, wani wachi yellow, wani wachi yellow, hey, nay, wani wachi yellow, wani wachi yellow, wani wachi yellow, hey, nay, wopila tonka, mini wichoni, hey, nay, wopila tonka, mini wichoni, hey, nay, wani wachi yellow, wani wachi yellow, wani wachi yellow, hey, nay, wani wachi yellow, wani wachi yellow, wani wachi yellow, hey, nay, yo way. Kaskuli, thank you. Blessings to you all. With peace and harmony.
Niwachoni, water is life. Thank you.
What a blessing and a gift, especially with your wisdom, the work that you're doing for the people on the planet, both of you. Sincere gratitude to everyone participating, especially Laura Sa for joining us, our team, and for Mona. You're such an inspiration to me. So thank you both for joining us. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Love and thanks. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Aloha.
Hello, welcome to Water Peace Project's monthly water ceremony and collective consciousness experiment, where we send our love and gratitude for water to Water for Peace. I'm Lindsay Fox, founder at Water Peace Project, and we're grateful for each of you who are tuning in today for this special water ceremony and experiment series with Aquasci. And for those of you tuning in the first time, this is a series of 12 experiments where we're exploring the power of consciousness through water. And today's actually our 8th experiment. So with World Water Day approaching, it's really truly an honor to welcome our honorary guest today. We have our World Water Day series happening with Global Love and Gratitude. So we have the H2OPI Water Messenger, Ruben Saufke Sr. from the Patkiwangwa Hopi Water Clan. And Ruben is dedicated to sharing compassion for peace through water for all beings on Mother Earth. And Ruben will be guiding a daily meditation and experiment series also for the next 8 days. So please keep tuning in with us. We're really excited to have Ruben here, and we're flowing with love and gratitude. So Ruben, thank you and welcome.
Oi, kokoi. Lumatalongwai. Beautiful morning to everyone. I'm Ruben Sivki Senior Yan Pahanma Tiwa. My English name is Ruben Monroe Sivki Senior. Ne Mam Kasi Yan Hopi Tiwa. My Hopi name is Mam Kasi, which means afraid of the bear. And Ne Hapipat Kiwuma. I am Water Clan from the people of Hopi in Northeast Arizona. Kwakwat umatsanga pi tamoy kapeva na yak uwian tamoy tayok. Yah namumitay takapi ne halay ti. Uwitam halay kya kyang yef ita nang wasi sumitutan happy piu wituati. I'm very grateful, very honored for my water sister here, Lindsay, for connecting so that we can share the messages of water with each and every one of us and all beings that need water to thrive. And before I move, we move along a little bit more, I like to take my eagle feather here and a little sage and smudge so that it can cleanse the energy around us, within us, so that we can really flow like the water with no challenges. Always, I honor the 6 cardinal directions because from all the 6 cardinal directions is where the spirits are at. And the 7th is ourself. So my sister Lindsay, please reach out your hand so I can cleanse you first. Ladies first. Mahalak yang kahita pani. Mahalak yang nahongwita ni. Mahalak yang kanana finanawat tak yang lon matang ima mumi. Lawaitak kumapata halak yang pian yakalto tini. Mahalak yang So the little prayer that I had offered you, my sister, is cleansing your thoughts, cleansing your heart, so that we have a compassionate heart and a clear mind to come together as we share with the people that are joining us. And for myself is to strengthen myself to have a good heart, a clear mind to share what needs to be shared for all those that are joining us. It's very simple, but yet powerful because we have the elements. and the eagle feather, and the sage, the fire, which gives us all their strength. Kwekwe.
Thank you, Ruben. I mean, that really means a lot for you to be here to share your water wisdom as we're all here connecting through water. We're water people living on this water planet with water as our lifeblood for the people and the planet. And so, with water's natural ability to record and store and transmit these wave informations, it's basically a mirror to our consciousness. So, and carrying within it all the information or all the vibrations of life and the prayers that you just shared with us, and our thoughts and emotions. And so through our bodies of water and flowing out into the stream, and that flows into the river and finally into the big blue ocean. And so water is what connects us all, and all water is connected. So, and we know that it's a symbolic for life and flexibility and adaptation. And so this is why it's so important that we pay our respect to water. And people have been gathering around water for since the beginning of time, holding rituals. But times like this, we really appreciate your blessings and you sharing these words, because it feels like we have to get back more to nature and our roots, and hearing our Mother Earth more now than ever. So, and when we respect water, we're respecting ourselves and we're respecting others and the planet. And so, we've been holding this water ceremony since March 11th, 2011, when Dr. Emoto had dedicated this day for a day for prayer for peace, because he believed that the power of prayer really could change the world, and it was through the resonance of us coming together, in the numbers as we grow, really, that we could really change the world. And so this is why we appreciate everyone joining us today from around the world, to pay our respects here. And so for this experiment, we're all joining at the same exact time, collectively synchronizing our intentions and focusing our attention to the water sample at the same time. So this experiment we're doing actually lasts for 30 minutes, and we can bring our focus to the water sample that we see the image on our screen. And this sample is located and isolated, actually, like protected from everything, in a lab located in Germany. And it's constantly being measured 24 hours a day for subtle changes taking place. And that research was recently published. So all these experiments we're doing together as a part of that. So this is really interesting. It shows how when we synchronize, that it actually can have an effect in, even like things we wouldn't expect, but natural disasters, crime, sickness. So the power of synchronization is so important. So let's begin synchronizing. We'll take 3 deep breaths, and I'll sound the crystal bowl 3 times, and let's connect to our heart and direct our sincere feelings to the water sample now. And as I mentioned, it was Dr. Emoto's request that we make this day of the 11th where we send our collective love and gratitude to water. And he made that request after that massive earthquake and tsunami causing that terrible nuclear disaster at Fukushima. And so since then, we've been holding this. Well, actually, we've been seeing a lot of more natural disasters and everything. And so And that's really indicating that we're really not listening. Ruben and I were sharing that together. You know, our Mother Earth's cries are getting louder and louder, and still it seems like we're not listening. And so Dr. Emoto had a real brotherhood and resonance with native wisdom when it comes to listening and respecting our Mother Earth. And that's exactly why I invited Ruben to join us today. Actually, it was during our last trip in California with Dr. Emoto, Ruben, and we were at the nuclear power plant on the 11th in San Onofre. And I clearly remember him explaining the importance of us all being together there and at the nuclear power plant. You know, it's the same concept as why we're all coming together and focusing at this water sample here. And, you know, we're all connecting through water for the power of consciousness. But really, it was the resonance there that, you know, created the power of the prayer. And he's, you know, all nuclear power plants on an atomic level resonate. And so our prayers would be able to reach all nuclear power plants. So it was really an interesting lesson. But it's, you know, it's important that we come together, not just on the 11th for these things and not just on World Water Day. And, you know, it's a wonderful ritual. But we, you know, we need to be listening every day, right? And the more we tune into that and hear what those cries represent, the cries that are from within ourselves and that we're feeling around the world, because truly the micro is the macro, right? We're all, even though we're living a different life and world and we're different people, we're still feeling all that same stuff. And so when we listen, then we can begin to understand how to find peace and balance. So without any further ado, please welcome Brother Ruben Safki from the Patkiwangwa Water Clan. So welcome, Ruben. Thank you.
Oui, Kwakwai. Thank you very much. Oui, by na hala titango itam ya so yan sufyan chawat kyang yu itam na mi yan yurik yan put the kaivas yu yungwan it pa huta akka kami pa tu katsitak ay yan tamoy happy kalak itam unang talawayan don mat katsit aho yes one have if you bituati ubitam kana pebel na yakyang hala kyang unang talawayan you aho don mat katsit na mat yes one happy if you ubi. As you were saying, Sister Lindsay, that, you know, we many people throughout the world, humanity, have disconnected, and we've disconnected because we have also become, in my view, have spiritually arrogant. And when I talk about spiritual arrogance, it's really our ego, our pride, you know. And when we disconnect from the ancestral teachings, this is where we fall out of balance, fall out of harmony. There is no unity. There is no peace within. And this was me over 20 years ago. I am 53 years old, and I'm very grateful that I had gone through this darkness. And that darkness was actually firewater, alcohol. And I've learned alcoholism from my parents because I was born and raised in an alcoholic family. And I knew the pain. And I didn't want to become an alcoholic, but I ended up becoming one. And it took me a while to change myself, to transform myself. The key was to be compassionate within, to forgive myself. And at the age of 31, I finally began this journey. And through those years of that darkness, I was very disrespectful, very violent, dishonest, and many other mistakes I made. But through these challenges that I gone through, it's helped me now to be a better human being, to learn from my mistakes. And it's so gratifying to awaken my heart. I've said this in Hopi. Unang talawa. Unangwa is our heart. Talawa is to awaken our heart. And it's only through compassion, through forgiveness, to forgiving ourselves first, is where we will find balance, harmony, unity, and peace within. And this is the symbol. This is our symbol that we say na kwatsim. Friends, the friendship symbol. The mind, the heart. Light, dark, negative, positive, It's our yin yang symbol, And this is what we can achieve. And this is what brings us happiness, And I'm still working on that path. I have a little bit of happiness, but with that little happiness through compassion, I'm sharing with others that we can transform our lives for the betterment. And water is the key element for this. When you feel the emotions through your sacred body, through your mind, through your eyes, and when you feel the emotions of whatever touches your heart, you cry. And the cry are tears of rain, cleansing yourself, healing yourself. And it is a beautiful, gratifying experience, For me, I was very I didn't want to feel, so I used the alcoholism to down all the sorrows that I felt. But when I began my sobriety, I began to release the pain within, and all these feelings came and the tears started flowing. And it was an amazing feeling, but a strange feeling, because I started to feel instead of being like a rock, And now I'm not ashamed to cry when something or someone touches my heart. And when I cry, it's a beautiful feeling to have, to be able to share with others that we can cry and share the tears of joy, the tears of sadness. And the water is beautiful, This experience of water flowing to us to share this is the key element that needs to happen and resonate, as you had mentioned in one of our sharings, that it's like a stone when you throw into a pond, it creates a ripple effect, And that's my role, what I'm doing as the messenger of H2OPI, to share through water that we can find peace. But that peace has to start within ourselves first, Once we find that peace, we can share it with others, that they find that peace. This, to me, is the meaning of happiness, the balance within to achieve happiness. So this is what I share from my heart in the beauty of our sacred land, Hopititskwa, the Hopi land here in Northeast Arizona, and in Tiwanasabi, the center of the universe. But that center of the universe is within all of us, right here, simply our heart. Pourquoi?
Thank you, Ruben. That honestly, that for sharing such a personal story, and our relationship with water is personal and powerful too. So, and sharing that experience is, when we share that, this is what really unites us, right? And can heal. So it's really how we come together. And so, and it, again, that's where we feel that heart connection too, right? And that just really, the tears when you share those things, and hearing that, it's just really powerful. So thank you. That is important for Mother Earth, and healing and everything. So let's keep all that in mind, and let's begin the water ceremony. And to begin, I'll sound the crystal bowl, and then Ruben will guide us in the ceremony. And then we will share the grand invocation in Japanese and the Ho'oponopono prayer. So, and let's just continue to connect to our heart and send our sincere love and gratitude to the water sample during this time.
I like to share this eagle feather, and again, the sage for everyone that is joining us. So when I light and burn the sage with the spirit of the eagle, I will bring blessings of happiness to each and every one of you through compassion, towards forgiveness, so that we can begin the healing through water. Hala kyang umah kahitak puya ni kahitak umah na puya kyang hala kyang nang talawayan lomat kati nang wat pia hoyes wan happy piuvi kana pevel na yani ay hala kyang kwai. A short prayer for everyone that is joining us through the spirit of the eagle, through the elements of the fire and the sage. The smoke is the prayer for cleansing, so that you find the compassion to forgive yourself for whatever challenges you. And I know we all have challenges in each of our personal lives. I have my own challenges that I constantly work on. But I'm grateful for those challenges because it gives me strength, and I use the elements and the spirits to give me the strength to endure these challenges. So in a way, I always use myself as an example and say, if I can change, anyone can change. And I'm so grateful for these challenges that has helped me to be a better human being. And one thing I also like to share is that, since we are talking about water, our philosophy here on Hopi is all about water. We live on the driest barren land here in the high desert, which is 7,000 feet above sea level. We do not have the ocean. We do not have the rivers. What we have is small springs coming out from the cliffs, from the mesas. And this is the breeding hole for the aquifers that is underneath us. So when we plant, We do not irrigate because we don't have the water to irrigate. Everything revolves around our daily life, our ceremonies, and our prayers to Father Universe to bring us the moisture so that it can help everything to grow. But the most important thing is how we live our daily life, how we practice the philosophy, the foundation given to us from our ancestral teachings and the elders of old, our grandfathers, our grandmothers, our uncles. It's simple, but yet quite challenging in this sacred, beautiful, barren land. But this barren land was given to us for us to live here to help keep Mother Earth and all life in balance, in harmony, in unity, in peace. So simply also is that itam susoy uumauti. We are all clouds. And the reason why we are all clouds is our bodies are made out of water, over 75%. So we are rain clouds. So whatever color your skin is, you are that rain cloud. My sister Lindsay here is the white cloud. I am the red cloud. Our brothers and sisters down south are the black cloud. Our brothers and sisters to the east are the yellow cloud. All of us living together here on Mother Earth, each in our own way, praying to the Supreme Being, respectfully in our own ancestral teachings, our own cultures. But what binds and bounds us is water. And what flows to us is the blood from our ancestors. So my encouragement that I hope you will take as an empowerment is to remember your ancestral teachings so that you can become rooted once again. And if you are already doing that, then you can always strengthen yourself, better ourselves, so that you can share with others that the rest of humanity finds the great awakening within their hearts at this very sacred time that we are all affected by. And it's a very sacred time. And we need to be more respectful, more compassionate to one another as human beings. But also not to forget about all the other life that lives here on Mother Earth, the animals, the birds, the plants, all these beings. And throughout the waters, throughout the waters, as we see the background behind my sister here, Paatiwakatsi. And even throughout the universe, the beings out there also, the star beings, we all live together here in the great mystery, as some say. So in this prayer of compassion and forgiveness, I will share a song with the prayers in them, calling in all the sacred directions for the rain clouds to come to bring us the moisture so that we can cleanse ourselves as we all grow along with all life that needs water, moisture to grow. But for us as humanity, we also can take this element to empower us so that we can cleanse ourselves to heal from whatever we are going through, what we are challenged, even our sicknesses. So please join me in prayer as I share this song with everyone. It's an eagle song. And we use the eagle to be our messenger, to carry our prayers on its strength, on its wings to the Creator. And in return, Creator will instruct our Father Son to distribute all our prayers throughout the world with its rays of light. So embrace the light with this song, the drum, my voice, and your prayers resonates. The vibrations are powerful as we join one another for a great awakening towards healing within. Quiet.
On behalf of our team, our sincere love and gratitude, Ruben, and thanks for each one of you who participated in this powerful ceremony and come together with everyone around the world. And we are healing ourselves and the world. So peace be with everyone. And thank you. We love you. Thank you for joining us, Ruben. Thank you.
Oui, quiet.
Thank you. Hello, welcome to Water Peace Project's monthly water ceremony and collective consciousness experiment series in collaboration with Aquasci. Hello, I'm Lindsay Fox, water researcher, international Hado instructor, and founder at Water Peace Project. And our mission at Water Peace Project is to inspire and educate the importance of water for peace. And some may ask, why water? Because peace begins within, and we are water. We are made of 99% water molecules. And water is actually a natural transducer with the phenomenal ability to record, store, and transmit wave information from one molecule to the next. Therefore, water is connected to all water in the world. And so when we learn about water, we learn about ourselves. And Water Peace Project was founded in the loving memory of Dr. Masaru Emoto. And he dedicated his life to teaching the power of consciousness through water for the purpose of peace and harmony. And he taught us that when we look deeply into the power of water, we end up affirming the existence of the divine. Water teaches us that there's something greater than ourselves that created the entire universe, and that we are all children of God. And if these teachings were more widely accepted, we'd come to see a new harmonious way of life. And so Dr. Emoto believed that by holding the intentions of peace towards water, by thinking, speaking, and acting with the intentions of peace towards water, that water can and will bring peace to our bodies. And so, but truly, it really is up to the citizens of the world to open this door and make it happen. And it was his personal request that we began holding this ceremony every month on the 11th to pray for peace, people to come together and pray for world peace. Love and gratitude to everyone who continues to join us in Resonance. We've been holding this monthly ceremony ever since then. It was actually 2011 that he requested that. And so today we are joined by our newest peace partners, these two amazing Oceania sisters and Hawaiian to the Native and Samoan Islands. Please welcome back Laura Sa Pele Lafoia Ava, and our special guest today, please welcome Auntie Pookie Lee. Thank you both for joining us in Resonance, and welcome.
Thank you, Lindsay and Auntie Pookie, for being here together in our sacred canoe. Aloha and talofa to our global ohana. Thank you. Welcome.
Yes, and thank you, Lindsay and Laura Sa, for inviting me. I'm so honored to be here and to celebrate and honor water together with our global family. Thank you.
Aloha, talofa.
Aloha, both of you, and love and thanks for your resonance and your amazing sacred activism work. We are so grateful to have you and everyone who's tuning in for our global water ceremony and group consciousness experiment. And I am truly grateful to unite with these amazing Oceania sisters and the amazing work they're doing to promote peace and harmony in the world. And today we will dedicate our prayers to world peace and unity. And both Laura Sa and Pookie Lee have traveled to the Holy Land with global leaders from around the world and with their sacred mission and vision for Earth. And today they're going to share their powerful work they're doing together for Unity Earth and Peace Sundays. So please welcome Laura Sa Pele Lafoia Ava and Auntie Pookie Lee from One Global Family Foundation and Alliances. Laura Sa joined as our peace partner and Mana Keeper, where she's calling in global peacemakers and Native elders to join in resonance to share their sacred wisdom for our monthly water ceremonies and for peace. And so today, Laura Sa has joined us again together with Auntie Pookie Lee, and what an honor it is to unite with you both. Thank you.
Thank you, mahalo. Thank you again, Lindsay. Aloha and talofa, everyone around the world. Love, peace, and blessings to all. May you feel the sacred mana of this special experiment and ceremony, honoring water and honoring all life. I am truly grateful to join again today with my beloved sister, Auntie Pookie Lee, and our beloved Lindsay as well, to hold sacred space for today's water ceremony and consciousness experiment. This water research is so important right now, demonstrating how each one of us has an effect, and together we can make a difference, a positive difference in creating peace and harmony in the world. Peace and unity begins from within each and every one of us. Today, Pookie and I will be sharing about our sacred journey through the Holy Land, Israel, Palestine, Jordan, and the living waters in the Jordan River, the Sea of Galilee, the Dead Sea, and many other sacred waters. We went there during a time of Easter and Passover and the ascension of Prophet Muhammad, so a very auspicious time for all of the Abrahamic faiths. We gathered for interfaith peace building efforts with many different leaders from different faith traditions and indigenous elders, and the powerful prayers that were shared is just unbelievable how much prayer can make a difference. And so in this conch from the Pacific Islands is sacred water, not only from the Holy Land, but also from the Red Sea in Egypt and the Nile River, and also from many other countries around the world, from many different sacred ceremonies and peace events where we gather to honor the Creator, honor our Mother Earth, and honor our oneness with water. Water binds us together as one and acts as a conductor. All of the energy, the hado, the chi, the mana that is within us is contained within everything, every leaf, every grain of sand, every drop of water. We are one and united within water. Today, again, I'd like to introduce our special guest of honor, and she is my Oceania sister, known as Auntie Pookie Lee. Pookie celebrates all of life in reverence and honor to the Creator, where she holds a deep vision of peace, love, and unity for all of humankind and all our relations in the web of life. Pookie Lee also serves on my advisory council boards for One Global Family Foundation and Alliances and our International Councils and Congress of Women, as well as Unity and Diversity World Council. She's also one of our newest co-producers for our Sacred Activism Peace Sundays Revolution. You can check it out on peacesundays.org and join us, not only on Sundays, but every day should be Peace Day, right? So like me, Pookie Lee is of Hawaiian descent and carries the spirit of aloha, alofa, wherever she goes. A beautiful soul flower is what comes to mind when you connect with Pookie. After returning from the sacred trip in the Holy Land with global leaders from around the world, she was chosen as a vision keeper for Unity Earth. There are only two vision keepers for all of Unity Earth and for World Unity Week. It's an honor that she holds with her sacred mission and vision for Earth to inspire vibrations of love to ripple out to the world. That is what aloha is. It is pure, unconditional love. Pookie Lee, thank you for your incredible love for our Mother Earth and for all of her inhabitants. We are so grateful to have you with us today to share your heart, your water wisdom, and your spirit of aloha. Welcome, my dear.
Oh, thank you, Laura Saw. Oh my goodness, my heart is overflowing. You know, when when you think about who you are water. Your whole body resonates with the energy field of water. You know, like even now, like I can feel like my sacred water is coming forth, and that my heart has been touched so deeply by gathering together in this moment with all of you. And so, as we recognize these waters, these precious waters of all of the lands that surround our beautiful Mother Earth and that connect us all. We are connected through the waters within our own bodies. And so it's so beautiful to be here with all of you. Water is sacred to all people. The Polynesians, people all over the world have held water to be sacred. And I want to speak to the power that women hold in coming together in sacred ceremony. In the Holy Land, there were many of us, many global leaders from all over the world, but a majority of those that were standing for water were women. And in this, and they were all ages, they spanned all ages. So it was so beautiful. Our visit was all around water. It was holy land, holy water. And we went and we did ceremony in all of these beautiful sacred places. And this is where I've gathered this beautiful water from. And so I want to just kind of presence the power of water within women. We, yes, are water bodies, all of us, everyone. But women hold a very sacred role in the water journey of life. Women hold within their beings the ability to create life within this beautiful space, this sacred space of water, the infinite waters of life, and that we're born from that place. So when women come together and they pray to the waters, our prayers are powerful because we have this ability within us to create life with the power and the wisdom and the loving honor of water, the creation of water to bring forth life into the world. And so I honor women and their water journey. I honor all life. And I honor the presence of all life due to the presence of water as a divine sacred element, a divine, actually, let me just say this. Water is life and water is God. So thank you so much. It's so great to be here with all of you. Blessings, blessings.
And thank you, Pookie Lee, for sharing your peace and passion for water. And it's no coincidence. Dr. Emoto had a similar feeling, and it's really important, you know, if we want to achieve peace, that we all really understand what our responsibility is and how we're all deeply connected to making that happen through water. And Dr. Emoto had a famous quote saying that water has memory and carries within it our thoughts and prayers. As you yourself are water, no matter where you are, your prayers will be carried to the rest of the world. And it was, you know, what powerful messages Dr. Emoto shared with us during his time on Earth. After dedicating his life to researching water, his water theory evolved over time. His first theory was water is a messenger sent by God, which evolved into water is a representative of God. And his final conclusion was water is God. And so, with this in mind, let's begin the water ceremony. And let's create a resonant field with our love and gratitude. And to begin, I will sound the crystal bowl 3 times. Pookie Lee and Laura Sa will share the Hawaiian Oli chant in English and Hawaiian. Together, we will chant the water ceremony prayers. I will share the grand invocation in Japanese, and you can follow along by repeating after. Laura Sa will share Ho'oponopono prayer in English, and we'll follow along after. And during the ceremony, let's continue to direct our sincere feelings of love and gratitude to the water sample you see here. And if you like, you can place your palms together, make a complete circuit, and let's begin now.
Aloha. It is my honor to bring forth this beautiful chant, this Hawaiian ole, and to share it with you for the first time. This chant is dedicated to the sacredness of water. And many chants have been spoken in many, many languages that honor water. And this is a new chant. This is a modern chant that's just come through. So I'm going to share this chant with you today. And my beautiful Oceana sister, Laura Sa, she's going to translate the chant for you in English so that you may understand fully its meaning. O mai ka ika vai ka pu o ke ola.
Blessed are the sacred waters of all life.
Hana o na mea ola a pao.
From which all living things are born.
Kulo mako iko akua.
We bow to your divinity.
A ho'ohiki e ho'ohano a pale ia oe.
And vow to honor and protect you.
Poma ika vai kapu o ke ola.
Blessed are the sacred waters of all life.
Aloha.
Aloha kea kua.
Love
Love is
is
God.
God. Vai
Vai kea kua.
water
Water is
is
God.
God.
Aloha.
Aloha.
And together now we can chant the grand invocation. And this is a powerful kotodama created by Dr. Emoto's master, which was created to create peace on earth. And since we're going to chant in Japanese, I'll tell you the meaning in English first. The meaning is the eternal power of the universe has gathered itself to create a world with true and grand harmony. And it was their wish that actually 10% of the population would join in resonance. So we can all together chant it, repeat after me. Uchu no mugen no.
Uchu no mugen no.
No.
Shikara ga korikote.
Shikara ga korikote.
Makoto no daiwa no.
Makoto no daiwa no.
Mio ga narinata.
Miyoga rinata.
Uchu no mugen no.
Uchu no mugen no.
Shikara ga korikote.
Shikara ga korikote.
Makoto no daiwa no.
Makoto no daiwa no.
Mio ga narinata.
Miyoga narinata.
Uchu no mugen no.
Uchu no mugen no.
Shikara ga korikote.
Shikara ga korikote.
Makoto no Daiwano.
Makoto no Daiwano
Myoka Narinata.
Yoga Naninata. Together, let's clear, harmonize, and balance all water with a powerful Hawaiian healing prayer, the Ho'oponopono prayer. This prayer is a form of resolution, forgiveness, healing, and is very powerful if you connect to your sincere heart. Together, we will say it 3 times. Please repeat after me. Water, I am sorry.
Water,
I
I
am
am
sorry.
sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I am sorry.
Water, I am
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water,
Water,
please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I am sorry.
Water,
water,
I am sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water,
water,
please
please
forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
And so this completes our water ceremony, and love and gratitude for everyone who joined in resonance. Auntie Pookie Lee, Laura Sa, love and thanks to both of you for sharing your heart and your water wisdom and your passion for peace and harmony. And may these feelings ripple out to reach all water. I know that as soon as you started chanting the Oli, goosebumps ran from head to toe. And Dr. Emoto taught that, goosebumps were a form of a mechanism for your body to know truth. And so it really, thank you for sharing this. It really means a lot. And I'm so grateful. Blessings to everyone.
Thank you. Mahalo nui loa, Lindsay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pookie. This has been a very sacred and dear experiment, and I love being a part of this. I love being a part of the Water Peace Project. Thank you again, Lindsay, for inviting me into this sacred canoe, this sacred journey with all of us together as one global ohana. As I was saying the Ho'oponopono prayer, thanking water, apologizing and asking for forgiveness, and saying I love you, all I could imagine were our brothers and sisters, families in the Middle East, in Israel, Palestine, in Jerusalem, at the El Aqsa Mosque, where we journeyed on our sacred journeys.
Yeah.
There's so much hatred. There's so much violence. And as I was saying the Ho'oponopono prayer, speaking to water, I am speaking to each and every individual, every being, every family member. It is time. The atrocities and hatred and violence and death has gone on for so long, for so many generations, thousands of years. It is really time for us to put down and let go of the past hatreds and differences that have continued to divide us and really see the divine soul within each human life. We are the artwork of our beloved Creator. When we harm one, we harm us all. Do the Ho'oponopono prayer. Say to your brother, your sister, your neighbor, whether they're Jewish or Islamic or Christian or Buddhist, we truly are one. Say to them the Ho'oponopono prayer and really resonate with what that prayer is saying. We can forgive one another. We can love each other. It is time for us to come together and truly honor each other. And by doing so, we honor Keakua, Leatua, our beloved Creator, our Mother and Father as one. I invite you all to come often to listen to the sharings of the Water Peace Project, our Sacred Activism Peace Sunday broadcast. Come and join us in the magical sacred canoe of World Unity Week. Every day, every moment will be sacred sharing and honoring of our grand unity, our harmonizing with one another and with our Mother Earth, and the honoring, the deep honoring that comes with it. Please join us. And at this time, I'd love to invite Puki Lee to also share about our World Unity Week, being that she is the vision keeper. And I'm honored to share the sacred space with her and Lindsay as the mana keeper.
Thank you. Yes, thank you once again, Lindsay and Laura Saw, for inviting me here. It really is a powerful, powerful experience. I do want to share about Unity Earth, but really what I want to do is I want to presence just once again here. So every day you bring this sacred vessel to your lips, and you may not even have a conscious awareness of how powerful, how wise, how loving and healing what you hold in your hand possesses. The offering, it's an offering for you. This is a gift to you from Creator as creation. And so I want to just say, while I have this moment here, to say, the next time that you drink from a vessel, know what you are taking into your sacred temple. You're taking in the life force energy that created you, and offer that sacred thank you, that sacred mahalo to those precious waters. Because I think that we've gotten away from the truth, and I think that it's very, very powerful now. The time is now to really bring water and the sacredness of water to the forefront. It is very important because just like my sister Laura Saw was saying, in not only in the Holy Land, but in many, many countries, water is controlled to harm others, right? And so we have to acknowledge this water, and we have to be grateful. If we have free access to water, we should be so grateful. But pray for those, and we send our prayers for all of those who do not have access to clean, healthy water. We send our prayers to that water. We send our prayers to those people. And now is the time for us to unite around the sacred life force, this source, this life source, and come together and teach others about the sacredness of water. Teach them, because it's so, teach children, please teach the keiki to honor and love water, because what they will do is they will transform the world with their love. They will. So I just wanted to say that. And so I also want to say that I love being here. Just to have the opportunity to bow and honor Vai, the precious water. And during our week-long event in World Unity Week, we are featuring water. Every day, water is being featured because it's that important. And so you can come to World Unity Week throughout that week, and you can, whatever your interests are, you can find many, many things that you can engage, people that you can connect with. It's a beautiful web of visionaries all over the world. Some are just coming onto the scene, like maybe yourself, and some have been doing this for a really long time, like Laura Saw and Lindsay. And so I just want to invite you to come. Please come. And I want you to see what's happening in our world today, because amazing things are happening. People are coming forward like never before. We are really unifying. We are unifying as a global family. And this initiative is so powerful. And so it is, as a vision keeper for Unity Earth, I invite you, please come and play with us and create with us. And let's heal our sacred earth. Let's heal our ohana, our sacred family. Let's come together. This is an event like never ever before. It is such a divine sacred honor to be here with you today. My heart is overflowing. It's so much aloha. And mahalo. Mahalo.
Hello. Mahalo. Noah.
Mahalo. Puki Lee, you're so beautiful. Thank you for sharing your heart and your passion. And we feel you. The waters are flowing and our hearts are opening. And this is how we come together, by sharing our truth and our emotions together. And it's really powerful, the sacred activism work you're both doing. I'm so grateful for you both. And to be able to unite with you for the purpose of peace here through Water Peace Project. And, it means a lot to have you as peace partners. And for those of you tuning in, you want to connect with Laura Sa and Puki Lee. They're on our Peace Partner page. Just go to waterpeaceproject.org. You can even send them a message. And I'm really grateful, really, to connect really through Dr. Emoto is how we're all connecting here through water. And it really means so much for us to unite through water. And it truly does bring hope for the future and the planet. And just like you were pleading for Teach the Children, this has been Dr. Emoto's initiative, why he first started the Peace Project, and why we continue to print his children's book and share that around. So if people want to sponsor that, you can go to waterpeaceproject.org and you can sponsor a book to any child in the United States. That's where we operate. And so, I just wanted to share one famous quote of mine that I love of Dr. Emoto's. I feel like it really just is, the whole essence is that when we separate things into the smallest parts, we always enter a strange world where all that exists are particles and waves. And the fact that everything is in the state of vibration also means that everything is creating a sound. And as that sound is created, there is a master listener to receive that sound: water. And thank you, and we love you, Dr. Emoto, and he continues to open and unite our hearts and open our hearts through water for the peace and harmony And we're eternally grateful for the wisdom that he shared with us. And to show our love and gratitude, this year we are creating a global tribute, a montage of photos and videos from you, from whoever is touched by water around the world. We'd love for you to participate. And this is a crowdsourced appreciation by sharing our love and gratitude for Dr. Emoto, for water. And it's so easy. Just upload your photo or a 30-second video sharing your message from water and to our Emoto tribute link. You just have to submit by June 22nd. This is a month before we're going to show it, so we can get everything together. So we have, what is that, 12 more days? Entries, we'll have to see how many we get, but we want to include everyone, so don't be the last to submit. And again, if you want to connect with Laura Sa and Pookie Lee for June 20th, or actually the 19th through the 26th for Unity Week, you can visit peacesundays.org and see their schedule. And also, if you'd like to learn more about Water Peace Project's Peace Partners, our monthly schedule, our group consciousness experiments, everything's on waterpeaceproject.org. But I'll just run down the next schedule. We have Pookie Lee joining us for 8 days of global love and gratitude, water meditation, and consciousness experiment from June 12th to the 19th. She will guide a few sessions during that, so tune into that. And also June 20th and 21st, we have intermittent water fasting. And you basically fast from 6 p.m. your local time to the following day. It's not that hard, and you feel really energized. It's very clearing. And during that time, we also do a water experiment. So it's interesting to connect during that time. And June 22nd, again, is our last day to submit for the Emoto tribute. So please do that. And last but not least, at the end of the month, we have a full moon meditation every month and consciousness experiment when the moon is directly over the water sample. So we're going to clear negative energy from the past lunar cycle and open space for new possibilities and new beginnings. So love and gratitude to all of you for tuning in this month. We hope that you'll join us in resonance for next month. That will be our last water ceremony for the year, and we're going to be doing actually we have special guests Kumunga Andra Hanetti and Emiliano Campobello joining us. And actually we have our special water crystal experiment because July 22nd was Dr. Emoto's birthday, so we're going to be celebrating that with a global water crystal experiment. We have honorary guest Hiro Emoto, Dr. Emoto's son, and we will stream the birthday tribute with all of your photos and videos. And again, anyone can participate in any of these events. They're all free. All it takes is your sincere heart. Love and thanks to each of you. Laura Sa, Pookie Lee, thank you. Aloha.
Aloha, everyone.
Aloha.
Now that our elders and singers have laid down a beautiful, prayerful foundation upon which we will continue to add to our Peace Sunday program, I'd like to share with you all that the very first Peace Sunday in 1982 was a massive star-studded event held at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, attended by 100,000 people opposing the nuclear arms race and in support of a nuclear freeze. The theme was "We Have a Dream." On June 12, 1982, a week after Peace Sunday in Pasadena, over 1 million people marched and demonstrated from the United Nations to New York City's Central Park, all demanding nuclear disarmament and an end to the nuclear war arms race, making it the largest disarmament rally in American history. The Unity and Diversity World Council was part of the original organizing committee for Peace Sunday 1982, represented by our dear founder and president, the late Reverend Leland Stewart. Our nonprofit organization has continued to serve as the convening organization since then, carrying on the legacy of Peace Sunday in the spirit of building a sustainable future of peace on earth. Unity and Diversity World Council has continued to produce annual Peace Sunday events in the Los Angeles area since then, focusing on the themes pertaining to the well-being of all life on our planet. Since the 2020 pandemic lockdowns, we began our first webimentary called We Carry the Dream. And then in 2021, our new theme was Be the Dream, Be the Change, as we continued with weekly Sacred Activism, Peace Sunday Revolution broadcast series. Thank you.
In 1982, during the height of the Cold War, as the Soviet Union and the United States engaged in the nuclear arms race and fears of nuclear holocaust plagued the planet, a mass movement for a nuclear freeze arose. In California, the culmination of the movement took place on June 6, 1982, at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. The event was called Peace Sunday. Performers included Stevie Wonder, Bob Dylan, Joan Baez, Stevie Nicks, Jackson Brown, Linda Ronstadt. Speakers included Muhammad Ali, Jesse Jackson, Jane Fonda, Dolores Huerta, Rabbi Leonard Bierman, the Reverend James Lawson. Peace Sunday combined humanitarian and planetary concerns with music and message, setting the stage for future global link-ups such as Live Aid and other mega concerts, raising funds for disaster relief and various causes. Peace Sunday was produced by the Year of Shalom Committee, a coalition of peace and justice and interfaith groups. In subsequent years, the Unity and Diversity Council, a Los Angeles interfaith group, has picked up where the Year of Shalom left off and has produced annual Peace Sunday events at various locations throughout the Los Angeles area. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Peace Sunday. So glad that you're here. This is the time to be here. This is the time to proclaim who we are. This is the time to stand up for peace.
We really need a peace revolution, and I mean it. The status quo vis-a-vis peace that we see now is disastrous. Peace is divine, like justice. Both of them are one of the two names of God. When peace is broken at the individual level, we get anxiety and depression. When it is broken at the family level, we get domestic violence. When it is broken at the neighborhood level, we get gang violence and we get police brutality. When it is broken at the society level, we get discrimination and racism. When it is broken at the international level, we get war. It is one chain that cannot be interrupted. My dear brothers and sisters, the culture in our country is not a culture of peace. Not on the individual, not on the family, not in the neighborhood, not on the cities, not in the state, not nationally, and not internationally. This culture of war, led by the military-industrial complex, catering to the lowest denominator in people, only serving the few on the expense of the many, and just hypnotizing the nation on the drums of war to march to an endless game, into an endless goal, is not what the citizens of a democracy should allow to happen. Brothers and sisters, we need a revolution for peace to replace another paradigm. Nobody will do that but you, but us. All together, one nation under God. May God bless you.
This ceremony of peace today is a powerful blessing for this community. This country and this world needs to feel the power of our intention for peace, be empowered by our work for peace, and be endowed by structures of peace which spring as gifts from our imagination to an expectant world seeking deliverance from the throes of war. Peace Sunday, Los Angeles, represents a great gift to this community. Share it with the world. Thank you.
Peace Sunday, my brothers and sisters. This is immediate. And there are millions of us united in this cause. And because of you, we are becoming the vocal majority. The majority of the world are with us. As Dr. King said, and Congressman Kucinich also mentioned this earlier, peace is not just the absence of tension, but it is the presence of justice. Presence of justice. Peace and justice go together. So, my brothers and sisters, let us take with us the spirit and the ideals and the hope of Peace Sunday displayed today. Peace Sunday. And live each and every day as if it were Peace Sunday, so that the future is created based upon what we stand for today.
Individuals that are available to new and fresh insight that will create such a dynamic field of possibility that we will be that next step in an evolving culture that will have its way on this planet. So we go forth from this day knowing that one with God, one with the spiritual idea is a majority. Mohandas K. Gandhi was the first. Martin Luther King Jr. was the first. We are the first in something that is evolving and will not be stopped. I have seen it. I see it. It is done. Live it. Peace and blessings to you.
May peace prevail on earth.
Come, Spirit, come. Come into this place of peace. Come into this haven of hope and walk among us here in the hallowed halls of memory. Because you are here, you are most welcome here. Come, yet again come.
There is some record of nonviolence that we peace activists can be proud of, and it behooves us to study Gandhi and to see, as he wanted, how the method of nonviolence can in fact be applied at different levels. The question at a civilizational level is really urgent as to whether this assumption that we've long operated with, that we have to have physical force and arms to bring about our security is one, again, that Gandhi would urge us to reconsider.
If we are to have any hope, there must be a massive act of conscience that says our resources must be used to heal and unite the human family rather than to destroy it. Religious communities must stop blessing war and violence. So we are here to say no to all the instruments of death and suffering and war, and to say yes to a world envisioned by the prophets of all religions that we celebrated today. A world where hunger is banished, sickness is healed, and everyone sits under their own tree and will not be afraid. Thank you.
Gather together, peacemakers. Our hope is in you.
In a world of economic disparity, unceasing military spending, continued nuclear threats, environmental devastation, and overpopulation, the call for building a culture of peace has never been more profound.
Hello, I am Monica Willard. On this Peace Sunday, I honor and thank my ancestors and stewards of the land on which I live, the Lenape Nations. My power of one is one peace. I am so excited to be a part of this and to hold the flame of peace. Looking back 40 years to Peace Sunday at the Rose Bowl, and the following week, there were 1 million people in New York City for the March in New York. People gathered on the streets and from the churches, from the synagogues, from the places of worship, schools. People of all ages gathered together to stand for nuclear disarmament, to stand for peace. And it's time that we live into this torch on the ancestors of the Native Americans who lived so connected to the land and to one another as we proclaim this time, this important time for peace. And from the time in the 80s when we negotiated with President Gorbachev and President Reagan saying, a nuclear war can never be won, therefore it should never be fought. We need to take those words and realize that we are being called to live into that very seriously at this moment. We are being called, and remember just last year when President Biden and President Putin agreed to that very same statement. A nuclear war can never be won, and therefore it should never be fought. We need to realize what it takes to not fight that war. And one of the things that it takes is to not have nuclear weapons to even to consider. They are a powerful force against humanity, a powerful force against life, a powerful force against a sustainable environment. We are looking at what the armament that is being used in the Ukraine right now and the destruction and the level of destruction that we see. And for those who look back and see what Hiroshima and Nagasaki looked like, there's a whole swath of land that is just gone. People were evaporated. People are at least escaping right now. But that certainly doesn't make it right. we need to bring in the highest powers that we have and link with the universe and call out to God and to saints and to deities and whoever the different powers in all of the religions call out to, and to bring their strength and courage and pray together to end nuclear arms. We are remembering the people of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and inviting everyone to take a minute and pray for nuclear disarmament on August the 6th. Nuclear Prayer Day. We need to proclaim it in our hearts, in our nation, and particularly in the groups in which we worship with. We need to link the spirit of good, the love that has been extended to us, and pour that out into shifting us into a culture of peace, which cannot happen if we live under the threat of nuclear weapons. This is too dangerous and it's too immoral for us to stand by and not do something. So I invite each of you to join us in prayer on August the 6th, for Nuclear Prayer Day. But may the power of prayer, prayers for peace, for unity, for justice, to link the different causes together and knowing that as a human family, we can make a difference when we call for life, when we call for a safe environment, all that could be taken away in a matter of minutes with nuclear weapons. So at this time, we specifically call on you to pray for the abolition of nuclear weapons and think of Grandfather Harry Bird's call, his quote, "A heartfelt prayer is more powerful than an atom bomb." And we need to combine these heartfelt prayers to eliminate nuclear weapons so that this threat will not be carried into future generations.
Each month, I have the great privilege of hosting a small group of diplomats, scientists, lawyers, religious leaders, and all of them are deeply involved in international nuclear weapons negotiations. I'd like you to hear the prayer that we say whenever we get together.
The beginning and the end are in your hands, O Creator of the universe.
And in our hands you have placed the fate of this planet.
We who are tested by having both creative and destructive power in our free will
turn to you in sober fear and in intoxicating hope.
We ask for your guidance, and we wish to share in your imagination as we deliberate about nuclear force.
Help us to lift the fog of atomic darkness
that hovers so pervasively over our Earth, your Earth,
so that soon all eyes may see life magnified by your pure light.
Bless all of us who wait today for your presence
and who dedicate ourselves to achieve
your intended peace and rightful equilibrium on earth.
In the name of all that is holy and all that is hoped. Amen.
Amen.
Today, the doomsday clock stands at 3 minutes till midnight, the highest level ever recorded. Instead of global alarm and efforts at reduction, the opposite is happening. Nuclear weapons are built to be used sooner or later. But rather than stepping back from the brink, the world is dashing to plunge over the cliff. In this moment of nuclear madness, what can we do? The nuclear experts whom I know pray. They become advocates. and they join with others to build a global voice of nuclear abolition. We invite you to do the same. Our little group is called Voices for a World Free of Nuclear Weapons, and we are part of the United Religions Initiative. If we can help you find your voice, feel free to reach out to us at uri.org. Follow the prayer that is in your soul. Raise your voice. Save the world.
Hello, I'm Dr. Patrick Hort, and I'm a co-producer of Peace Sundays. My ancestors migrated from Bohemia, the Netherlands, and England, and I am presently in my studio on the south coast of the San Francisco Peninsula, the traditional lands of the Ramaytush. My power of one is the power of one in all in one. To commemorate the 130th anniversary of the Parliament of World's Religions, I've recorded an original song based on poetry by Swami Vivekananda, who addressed the sisters and brothers of America on September 11th, 1893, and called for an end to sectarian bigotry, religious fanaticism, and violent persecutions. I've been associated with the spiritual lineage he founded for the last 20 years, and this song was previously featured on a double album compilation produced by the Grammy-nominated Pato Banton for the United Religions Initiative. This music video features an all-new rendition that will be distributed to radio stations worldwide.
Returns
Hello, my name is Leah Myers. I am the granddaughter of Marcella Schick and Elmira Calkins, midwives and mothers of large families. I am from Brighton, Michigan, land of the Anishinaabe Nation and home of the beautiful Great Lakes. My power of one is one sacred current. And my offering today is a love letter to our one beautiful, sacred global family, an offering of support and encouragement for healing in very intense times. We are moving through intense times. This intensity may stir your energy and painful emotions may arise. But take courage. Emotion is energy in motion, and the sacred current of life has to move and flow to stay healthy. Trust the current of your sacred waters to cleanse and clear and heal. Trust the water. Trust the water. Trust that you are water. Your sacred tears have the magical ability to heal, and there is nothing you are not capable of healing. Allow the waves of energy to flow through you. Breathe as the energy moves through, cleansing and clearing and healing as it goes. It is safe to feel. It's just energy. It's temporary. It's constantly moving. Breathe it through. Breathe it through. Breathe it through you and renew. It's difficult to feel. Emotional pain is no different than physical pain. But we're strong enough to feel everything that moves through us. The sacred breath is the way through. Breathing one wave, one energy wave through at a time. We breathe it through, we breathe it through, we breathe it through, and we renew. Sending love out to my beautiful sacred family. Thank you.
He said it's not a song, it's a way of life. It's a forever thing, it's a message. He said you can say that water is life. You can sing it again and again, but will they listen? Are we gonna stand by these words? Are we gonna find a way to change the way we're living Mother Earth? She feels everything and it hurts. Like the moon, like the body of a woman, she is changing. Can we return to the times when water was alive? When we prayed at her edge and gave thanks for this life? When the water fell from the sky and we drank from her bosom? When the water fell from our eyes and the water fell from our wombs? When it rose up to the surface and we knew every spring? No fear or competition, just a relative to a face. We are people of the sun, we are people of the water. We will celebrate our sons, we will celebrate our daughters. Give them ceremony so when the drought comes they'll be ready. Will the next war be for water? All our solutions are part of the problem, can't win war with war. There is more than one creation story. Worlds have died and worlds have been reborn before. When you touch the water, you touch the world. From Taos Peaks to Gulf Streams, the memory was extracted. Our food will need water to grow, but do you have to take it all? We try to hold her and control her as we watch our empire fall. He said it's not a song, it's a way of life. It's a forever thing, it's a message. He said you can say that water is life. You can sing it again and again, but can you live it?
Watching, hoping, praying that this time it becomes pollen, as done by their grandmothers, grandfathers, long ago, when they spoke with animals, their smoke still floating, touching the morning prayers. Grandfathers, grandmothers, sons and daughters, me, us, the mountains and animals, covered with the morning pollen.
Aloha, aloha again, global family. We are now at the ending of our Peace Sunday program, and I'd like to once again thank our Alliance partners and especially my co-producers and producers who have taken the time and their talents to contribute to today's program, as well as all of our participants. There are some other events that I just want to remind you of. I know that everyone has shared throughout the program, but I would love to extend once again the invitation for you all to join us for World Unity Week. And you can find out more information and register at worldunityweek.org. On the very first day, that will also be the launch of the 99 Days of Peace through Unity. It will continue on until Peace Week, again at 11:11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time to 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. 11:11 because in sacred numerology, it represents the great spiritual awakening of humanity. All right, and then September 21st, which is the United Nations International Day of Peace. Definitely join us because we will have a special broadcast worldwide candlelight vigil honoring all life, past, present, and future. So I thank you all. Join us again often, and I wish you all a blessed day. Aloha, alofa, aroha, agape, and aho.